Guess who's back? It's your favorite Tipsy TiTi's. Lolo, what you got going, sister?
Hey, boo. Hey, it's been it's a mess this week round here, but it is fun. It's all good. How are you feeling?
I am making it. I actually have been tuned out. May 16th is
Oh, wait a
a
minute.
is the anniversary of the loss of my brother, and that's all
Oh,
a hard. This year, I really tried to feel the feelings and then try to, so I could be there for my mom. You know, on that day, I just tried. I didn't even mention it to my husband until Tuesday,
mm-hmm.
and he looked and said, "I forgot that was that date." He said, "But it."
Right.
I said, "What do that mean?" I didn't react. He said, "But I know you," and it just explains a lot. Up to and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do my hair for them 2 days. I was looking.
Once I put this in, it stayed for 2 weeks and then that's it.
Okay, but
What it
yeah,
do after that, it come out and go in the trash. I don't even care.
but I am good. I just been out of I peeped in yesterday, and every time I leave and come back, everybody is kung fu fighting, and I don't be knowing what the hell is going on, and I just get tired of asking questions. So I just kind of, the person that's always going on, the people that talk through the damn movie, and
Mm-hmm.
they study asking questions. I try not to be that person, so I kind of
But
sit.
you can't help it.
I try to just see if I can catch up. If I just listen, am I gonna figure it out? And hell, sometimes when I'm there through the whole thing, I still don't know what the hell be going on.
Exactly. Exactly. It's a hot mess this week. And it's just Monday. It's just Monday.
It don't feel
So
like
it
it.
don't.
One of my favorite lab techs.
Hey Ronnie Q. How you doing, boo? Ronnie
But
Q, I'm glad you're over here on the same side of the street.
you you had a little incident that you wanted to share with the people. Go
My
ahead.
God, today, let me tell y'all, I have been door dashed. What is it? I have been doored and dashed. He thought he was going into my door. Right, Ronnie? I know he thought he was going to enter my door with one sock on
Oh,
and two slides and a naked foot
Jesus fix it.
and a beat down Honda Accord. Hey, Queen Diva, baby. Yes, Ronnie Q. He looked at me and his locks were gorgeous. He was a beautiful dark skin. And he messed it all up when he looked at me like he saw a meat in front of him and said, where your man at? I'm
Mm-mm.
like, good. I said he at work.
Oh,
Ain't got no man to speak of. No, no, you not coming nowhere near here. So
correct.
yeah, I'm done with the DoorDash people.
One sock.
Yeah, last time it was a guy from Ghana, and he
Oh,
was, I'm from Ghana, and you should come with me. I was like, what? DoorDash is bold.
that's
Mm,
professional. First of all, let's.
mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Maybe if
And
I report him, I get my money back.
I would have loved to know about that sock. That is gonna worry me. That's just gonna be on my brain.
Just like
Where
what Shakim had in Vegas. Now I ain't got no edibles this week. It is a corner left in this bottle, and that's all I'm going to. There no edibles no more. I'm not buying no more edibles.
wait,
Mm-mm.
when you know something ain't for you, it's not. If it ain't for you, it just ain't for you. And I learned my lesson. I told y'all about that last week. I learned the hard way. This
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, I
oh,
thought it was DoorDash. Maybe it is Dick Dash. Cause they trying. I'm like, what? What? Why? No. The last one from Ghana,
mm,
he was married to a
oh,
whole white woman in DC. What do
That's
do I look desperate? Do I look desperate, dumb, or dizzy?
mm,
Probably the last two, but I ain't desperate. That's for damn sure. So I'm done. I'm done with these
no.
Negroes showing up and looking like they look, and then we gotta be nope, nope.
And that
That's like, oh, go ahead, baby.
you would catch flack because you said, no, you're not gonna your car beat up, this and that. And
Mm.
sometimes we flack like you gonna miss a good
Voodoo.
money. It's not even about chasing money because I know a lot of men. Hey, my baby, thank you. I know a lot of men who have a modest income but are always presentable and well kept.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the money because honestly, also with my husband, yeah, we not rich over here. We comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It all today, I would gladly go sleep in a cardboard box with him on Broadway. You
There you
understand?
go. There you go. Hey, voodoo boo. It's
It,
not about the money. It's not about all of that. It's about be presentable.
it don't take much. And sometimes I'm preaching to myself right now because I have to tell just like these past couple of days when I was walking around here, literally looking like the heat miser. And I thought the Lord blessed you with a decent head of hair. All you got to do is go wet and throw some conditioner through it. Damn. So I have to push myself sometimes. But see, I was at home and I wasn't up in nobody's face. You
That
just
part.
don't take much to just be presentable at
Right.
bare minimum, at least just be presentable. And
Mm-hmm.
of looks, now I was just sharing this with you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, baby. That's Walmart at the door this time. Jesus.
I was
I'm
just saying
just
uh,
having everybody.
that a man said to me, "I noticed you work real hard to look like you 17 years old." I don't know yet. I haven't sat with it long enough to figure out why that triggered me so effing bad. I don't try to look a bitch ass thing. I get up in the morning, I put one foot in front of the other one, and I do whatever come natural. Now, however that translates to everybody else's eyeballs is between them and they God. You try it. I don't like when people say that. You trying to, I'm not trying to anything. This is just what it is. This is just what it is. But Voodoo, it's just what it is. And whatever that looks like to you. Again, good, bad, and indifferent. I know I'm not cute to everybody. Oh, I can't imagine who. But I'm satisfied with me. I'm satisfied with my surroundings and my circle. I'm happy with it. So what the hell do it matter? That's the question that I should ask, but I was so pissed. It was just better for me to hold my mule and walk on off. Even if I did work hard, I don't even know where to begin to start the work to look 17. And there is nothing that I left in my 17 year that I desire to go back to. I wouldn't begin to know how to work hard to look like a 17-year-old. What is the 17 years? Is it my clothes? Is it the way I hold my mouth? What is it? What I just don't get it. I'm not one of them old bras because we hear a lot about old bras, and I happily accept the fact that I'm of a particular age, but it has never bothered me. I remember some of my girlfriends when we were hitting 30s and they were flipping out, and I'm chilling. We're all headed that way. What is the issue? I cannot stand that argument when some young girls that is there. You old, you mad because you old? No, I absolutely am not. No, I'm happy that I'm up to the age where I'm almost done paying the mortgage off on my second home. I'm glad that I don't have to get up and go punch anybody's clock every day. I'm glad that my children are grown and gone and living their life. I'm pretty satisfied with where I'm at. What about you, uh, Bajika? What about you in your life? I love everything too. We all got to do it. All of us are headed that way. Ain't no stopping it. Hey, Creole. We seasoned, boo. Yes, absolutely we are. I don't know why they think we got a problem with it. I don't. Because what is good? Old is the goal. Am I right about it? Because what is the alternative? What do these young girls say that? What do they want to do? Die at 21 on a stripper pole with a thong in their ass? Like, what is the goal? What is your thought? Finish that thought? I want to hear your thought process on that. What's the goal? What you trying to like? If you don't age, I'm just saying, and I'll drink to that. Oh, that's some good stuff there. I just certain things that I don't understand, and I think that throwing the jealousy word around and hating and all of that, it's lazy to me and it's very dismissive. Because what if I was to tell you that ain't nobody mad? Because nobody care. Probably really not even paying attention to what it is that you got going on, not the people that are busy living their own life. I got my hands full, both of them, quite full with my own stuff. And which every day I tell you all the time, every day ain't Sunday in my life. But when I have a rainy Thursday, that's when y'all don't see me. I don't come down here talking about my problems and woe is me. I get out y'all face and I keep y'all out of mind until I feel like anyway, because I feel like I'm rambling. That man pissed me off with that 17-year-old remark. You couldn't melt me and pour me back into my teen years. He could have at least said 21. 17? Come now. Come now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm running my mouth. I'm missing comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. Hey, Buddha Bell. Old is the goal. Oh, thank you. I knew what you was talking about. Yeah, old is the goal. Goal, absolutely. Why wouldn't I want to age? I don't know. People are stupid. That's a fact. Um, like I said, when men been pissing me off all day, won't they do it? Like such an unnecessary. What the hell do whatever I look like got to do with him, or what I try to be, or what I aspire to? That ain't gonna put no sugar in your Kool Aid. Leave me the fuck up. Mm, okay, okay. Carrie so very. What's going on, baby cat? I can't say it. I was trying to. Wait. Wagwan. Did I get it right? Hey, my darling. I don't know what. Lolo, come let us know you all right. We don't want the Walmart people to been done snatched you. You got door dickers. You got people messing with you, girl. Holla if you need us. If you need to send the.
There why I order groceries and come this late.
So, like I said, I hadn't been tuned in a whole lot. I peeped in for the first time in a few days yesterday. Where was I at? I don't know, but it was a whole bunch of swingers. A whole bag of bitch words being thrown around and
Oh, I'm sorry.
good.
Oh, Lord, why did I make them? Jesus. I ain't been going to the grocery store. I've been having them deliver my stuff because I ain't want them looking at my stickers in the Walmart parking lot. So why they come and bring them and leave them at the front door? Everything just right there on the porch. I'm like,
Mm,
what?
I don't like that.
Oh my goodness. But at least this was a he ain't bothered me. He was getting in his car like, oh yeah, you good? Okay, bye. I'm like, dang. Okay. Let me look. Where my pain pills? I ain't playing with them. But
Mm,
yes, I was listening and it's weird because I don't know who aspires to go backwards to 17. I was a hot mess at 17. Hey, Very Carrie,
that's me.
Miss Creole. I was a hot mess.
Little
And
child.
damn if I want to go back.
Thought I knew everything. Ooh,
And
it's
knew nothing.
it's almost embarrassing. And then all that. But see, I just thank you, Holy Spirit. Can't be
Yeah.
mad at young girls because I was not quite that dumb as some of them out here now. But I remember being stupid and thinking that my elders was out of touch and out of date and didn't know what I was going through. And it's a whole new world and it's a whole new thing and you don't understand. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep having birthdays, little girls. Keep having
Keep
birthdays.
on. Keep on. Be blessed when you get here. Then you be good. And even then, so what am I? We supposed to let our our gray hair grow out, and I don't need no more reminders that I'm getting older. If I want it to be blue, purple, pink, green, yellow, I can do that.
It feels good to you. I tell, like I just say all the time, normal is whatever works for you that doesn't hurt anybody else.
Absolutely,
Got a different
absolutely.
normal. And whatever feels right to you. I, for one, thought I started getting gray hair when I was 17. There's that number again. Tell my mama.
Okay, that
But
number.
I started getting grays in my teens. So I just knew by this age I would be fully gray or, the salt and pepper look. And that's what I wanted. And I'm going to tell you who my goal was. Camille Cosby. Are you familiar with her?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Beautiful. I always loved her hair. I could just stare at it forever. It was always so pretty. And I just could not wait until I could do that. And I ain't got there yet, child. This hair. I
I
got like
started doing it too.
right around here, I got a little, and with the color of my hair, it kind of looked blonde.
Yeah.
But that's great, honey. That's great.
Honey, my I used to try to. I said I was going to embrace my grayness, and because I started that when I got pregnant at 14, I started popping gray hairs. Um, and I am very salt and pepper. Like if you see my mom's hair, hers is very, very whitish silver. And so I mean, and I was looking and I found a store in Newport News, a hair salon, not hair salon, but one of them Korean beauty supplies, and they had all kinds of different types of gray hair. And I
Okay.
was doing everything. I was getting it um seeing these twisted and all of this everything done, and but then I just was like, I want to see some color.
Mm.
I want color. Let's try color. And I just been hanging with it ever since. But it ain't even it's not even the hair color, because the gray on my hair my gray in my head looked too, it was out of place with my face. And that was the weird thing. But that's what happens when you gray early.
And I go through my color phases. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I have some colorful wigs. I got nice party tops that are colorful, but I'm OCD and very anal redundant. So when I wear the hair, see, I couldn't, like you got the braid, I couldn't get something that I can't jank off at the end of the night because my clothes every day would have to be blue. Everything I wore, as long as my hair was like that, would have to be that color.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, it's easier for me to do it with a wig. Yeah, I'm a overmatching. I'm one of them. Yeah.
No, I don't care if it match or don't match. I don't care if it's, I just like to see the different colors and the different styles that I can come up with to make it pop out. Um, but I can't, that's why I can't wear wigs, because I'll
Okay.
be in the traffic light and I'll pull that wig off in a minute. I've done it. I put a wig off head too high. That's why I keep it cut down low around the sides and back.
I've been on live. I'll never forget. I was on James' panel, the biting, and you know how it just it got
Yep.
the back of my neck, and I got hot, and I dipped off the camera, threw it off, threw it over there, did this to my hair right quick, and came back. James looked.
See, that would be me.
Girl, one of them flashes hit you, baby. No, I can't do it because my
I,
daughter wanted to so install the wig and tape it down. However they do it,
oh my gosh, I can't
no,
do that.
down to my head.
Need something we can pull off somewhere. I can't do that because I'm okay now. I'm with the older school. Hey, the Bushes. So I don't even understand what the melt sticks and all that stuff does.
Me either.
I don't want nothing melted in my head.
Nope. I'll be the first one to say it. My wigs are drop top, honey. They come right.
Mm-hmm.
It come right on them.
Now see, I just can't. So I will. I keep my sides and my back cut short because when them flashes come, it comes up. Heat rises. So I pull my hair, this stuff up and sit it on top of my head and let my head breathe.
Lolo
Mm-hmm.
used to say to me the other
Oh.
day, I miss PMS.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Are my moves that bad? He was like, you are a move.
You tell him. I said, stop it. Stop it. Don't be talking about us at PMS. Shucks. But
He
we do be mood swinging.
preferred PMS to perimenopause. That's the hell be driving that poor man crazy. That heat, that you, ooh, if you haven't been there, then I don't
Mm,
think you can explain it to the next person.
you
That
can't.
and you're uncomfortable and it just hits you out of nowhere. And at night, because he said one night, he said, I didn't know what to do. He said, you threw that cover off. He said, 1 minute it's, and you throw the cover. Next minute you balled up and shaking. Because I said,
Yeah.
because like that, I'm wet. And then when the
Mm-hmm.
passes, now I'm cold because I'm wet. And then, 15 minutes later, another, he said, you was throwing that cover on and off you all night. He said, I didn't know what to do. I
It's
just didn't.
ridiculous.
And I told him, your best bet is to don't try to help me. Just
Mm-hmm.
for me. Because I don't want nobody, don't touch me, don't even look at me, because it's going to make me hot.
Mm-hmm.
That you looking
Yes.
at it's going to make me more hot. Get away from me. And that's the best. So he said, oh, because that, you know how men are. They always want to jump in to fix it. This,
Yup.
you're going to have to let it be broke until it, balance on out. I did have a conversation with somebody. I am learning my regulators.
Mm-hmm.
Something that my mom showed me. I don't know. I think she got it from her mom. If you take your hands during a hot flash, I don't know
Oh.
why, but
Mm-hmm.
if you do this motion, it starts to cool your body down. I don't know why that works,
Oh.
but it works. So that, works for the heat. And then I dress for it because I'm usually in something, you know, like this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sweater nearby at all times or a blanket
And not a sweater, a blanket nearby at all times.
at all times because I never know when it's going to hit me. And then with the moods, I do this little thing when
Mm-hmm.
I get it and I know it's me where I be looking dead in your eyes and you talking and I don't hear nothing in my head. I am singing, oh, the cow kicked Nelly in the belly in the barn, something. I'm singing
Mm-mm.
it. And I'm you saying because if you say something stupid, you're subject to get punched in the mouth. But see, I know it's me. Just give me and people when I'm in that. Not this ain't just all the time, but when them flashes, the mood swings that come.
Well, see, I
And
ain't got no man to bounce a mood swing off of. I go get him when I'm ready, and then when I'm done with him, I go home.
and see, that's the other piece because they, but at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
me, the poor man probably just don't know what to do. Cause for real, sometimes I be like ready, and then in the same instance, don't never mind, don't touch me.
All right. Hey, Vibrant.
Why?
Absolutely. This is why it is so much easier to be single at this age. And I've started my stuff, my perimenopause and all that stuff at 32 because I had an ablation.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was not going to have any more kids. They were like, "Are you sure you're not gonna?" I'm like, "You kidding me? It's 5 of them right there." No, no, do what you want to with it. I told them when they gave me the last baby came out and they did the C-section. I said, "You can take it all out, throw it on the wall, throw darts at it. I don't care what y'all do with it, as long as no baby come out and passing it to me."
Not
Throw
throw darts at it.
darts at it, set it on fire. I don't care what you do with it. Give it to somebody else who might want it. I don't need it. No, 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 no.
Done. I remember that feeling when I knew I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, done is done. If I could have got rid of mine, I would have took it out too, and burnt it and buried it and salted the ground where I.
Exactly. Like cave women used to do, go out in the bushes and don't come back for 7 days. And hopefully you come back. I refuse. Mm-mm. I refuse completely. Not gonna happen. Not gonna do it. But I don't know. So we are done with the DoorDash people. I I hopefully I guess next week. I'm not even rushing to do the stuff I got to do now. But because ain't nobody bothering me. I expect it to be look ducking people like nope, nope. Ain't nowhere the police. Ain't no police coming. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Okay, well, let me see if I can get another week out of this. Do what I got to do. But other than that, my son wanted me to tell y'all that he enjoyed y'all last week. Hi, Jaden. And he enjoyed y'all.
Much Jay Dunn for the gifted memberships, and if you got a membership from Jay Dunn, tell her thank you. That was such a kind thing to do. Thank you, darling. But I
Absolutely.
had a good time with him. And see, me and him was right here on a lot of the topics.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we was right there. So
Oh,
I
he
had
enjoyed you.
time.
He just thinks you are absolutely amazing. He loves Miss Newbie. Where's
Oh,
Auntie Newbie? Like Auntie Newbie ain't around here for your pleasure. What? Leave her alone.
I don't think I've really been engaging since our last live because you know I knew that day
Right.
was just trying to brace myself for impact, and I was determined not to make a big deal out of it or let myself fall into a dark. But it's funny how
Yeah.
lives in the body, and even when your mind don't remember, your body
Hmm.
remembers.
Oh
Because yeah,
yeah,
it's funny how that works.
it
It's
is.
really works.
Our bodies are nothing but memories. And
Yep.
the older we get, everything will just pop up it all at once at you. It's just annoying. It's like getting them Facebook memories from 7 years ago. You like, I ain't asked you what I looked like 7 years ago. Why?
And ooh, one popped up, Lolo, one of them Facebook memories,
Mm,
and it was in my stressed out days.
mm-hmm.
So skinny. I'm talking about scoony skinny.
Oh my.
That I looked at the damn picture because I see my kids, and I'm
Hey
like, who is
Noble.
this little old lady in this picture with y'all?
Oh, look, Noble got him a membership. Yaya got her one. Muffy did. Sugar Mama. Jada, you done did the thing tonight, girl.
Right. Okay. I didn't even see Muffy in here. Well, congrats on y'all's memberships.
Do
And
they
thank.
they might not even be in here. They might have came in and then went out.
Okay. I think you know what I said that, but I don't even think you have to be in somebody's live at all or have been in there that day because there are some people who I hadn't been to them in a while, and I'll go
Hmm.
at a membership. I think if you're subscribed to that person,
Right.
they the it'll just grab you. It's
Hmm.
yeah. 'Cause at
Yeah, I
first,
had a couple of Broadways.
okay, because remember at first, Ready Red, what's going on?
Hey, Ready Red.
Um, people were doing member they were gifting memberships to bring people down out of the clouds to see who was peeping
Ah.
because we thought but that yeah that's not how that worked but people were when they figured out that you could be anywhere and get the
The
membership
membership.
they were
Yeah,
doing it
they
to be
stopped. They stopped. They stopped doing it so much. I want to say that started with VS.
what happened to the remember the little I can't think of the name chat something it used to read
The Chat GPT. Oh
yeah
no, or was it?
it was
I don't know.
it was summary chat summary I think it was
Chat summary, yeah.
that thing was so messy seeing it I wonder what happened with that
I
but it
think
needs
it was a beta version. and
Oh,
they decided not to bring it back. But I really wish I could figure out how to turn on my goals.
I'm gonna have to show you how to do that. We're gonna have to get behind the thing, and I'm gonna show you how to do it because I just figured mine out. I told you usually when I come on, it would just pop. I would look over on my phone because I have a second device over here so I can see the
Okay.
thing, and it would just be up there. And I've been wanting to move it because it was on. It was set for 10 goals for like 50
Uh-huh.
ridiculous astronomical ass price, and that's too much. And so yeah, I figured out how to do it today when I learned a couple of things. Hey, yeah, my sister in love.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
We got to get them BlackBerry letters popping, sister.
Yes. Well, she had a whole BlackBerry situation last night.
And that's where I was. I popped into Yaya last night, and then I'm sorry, sister, I couldn't hang. I had to get on up out of there and get me some shut eye. I was in and out, but that's where I was. What had happened over there?
Child. Let's see. Well, Yaya was on a panel with me, her, Lemon, and Binary, and Malik. I can't remember exactly who else, but Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn was up there. And Lemon was crashing out as usual. And he was crashing out. And then TMO came in. And he had gone way too far for a lot of people. I mean,
Okay.
because I don't see color. You know what I mean? And I still stand by that. You can be light skinned, I can be medium skinned, y'all can be darker skin. To me, we're all black. So I don't see color. Um and but he knows that may be, and I'm not saying it is, but it might be TMO's something that may bother her or have
Mm.
been maybe teased or something like that. Um but he went off on TMO. I mean, it was just a lot. And then he abruptly ended. He abruptly ended. Hmm.
See, me and Ready Red have this running joke, so somebody just ignore him.
He sees shapes and colors. What, you got some of them edibles I had?
So what it is, a long time ago, long time ago, I was on Trish Live and Red was in the chat and I got up to get something and Trish just yells out, Newbie, did you get a BBL? Is your butt real?
Oh my god. That, yeah.
It takes everything.
That is a Trish. Yeah, that's a Trish right there. Her name for me is Big Puss. And my name for her is Loose Puss.
Damn.
So yeah, this our love language. It's
Okay.
me, it's me and Trisha's love language. And we just
Wow.
greet each other like that. How you doing, Big Puss? How you doing, Loose Puss? You good? But I don't know anybody. Well, no, I can't say I don't know anybody because Intrinsic had one. I do wonder if she has experienced the so-called odor, if there
Mm,
really is an odor
mm.
or no. Because I'll be doggone if I'm trying to put stuff in. I've been trying to take stuff cut out for years. I could never imagine putting it somewhere else. Not been in love ever since.
Now, I knew quite a few people who had remember when they were getting the shots, the
Yeah,
hyaluronic. I knew quite a few people who had that done. I think that's a little different. I don't know exactly what the hell a BBL even is. What's the process? Is it some kind of implant or what is that?
it is taking fat from like the middle of your stomach, on the sides, love handles, and putting it under a cut under your booty cheek. And so it makes your butt appear rounder. Hey, Yaya.
Yeah, yeah.
I got an echo. Wait a minute.
You, you coming with a BBL too? Come on up, girl.
You know what?
But what it is, and Jadon is right. They leak
Mm,
because it's fluids. Whenever you have surgery, you got to have drains, and
Gotta be
then they
real.
yeah, and then they got to wear those Hassads I forgot what they're called, but they're like the waist trainers and everything, so
Alright.
that the fat will be. I mean, Vivica Fox got one. Girl, she looked crazy. Legs don't match a butt at all.
what?
And she,
Nothing with Vivica
Newbie,
Fox.
that's not me with an
at
echo.
all.
That's you.
It's me.
Somebody got it running.
Mm, let me check mine because I don't hear
Oh, it's
echo.
low now.
I don't hear no echo. You hear echo? Let me check my settings.
Okay. I can't hear it, but if y'all can hear it, did you call? Did yeah? Just check and see what if you got something in the background or something.
Echo cancellation is on. Ain't nothing in the background. I'm on the mic,
You don't.
and it's my babe.
I was on mute this whole time, but I can hear the other conversation. I'm going back on mute. Watch.
So you can still hear while you on mute. It's so I mean, well, yeah, you can hear. That's new. Lolo, hit echo cancellation and
Oh, it's already on. I just came off from mute.
turn it off and turn it back on. I do that every
Okay.
time.
All right. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let's see. No, that ain't right. Oh, hold on. This way.
Let me drop down and maybe if I come back up, it'll stop.
All right. I cut it off and I cut it back on. And my mic is separate from
Dang.
phones.
You know what? It could have possibly been me because I just looked and this whole time I've been the mic on my it might have been me. I just adjusted something.
You do
So
sound
that might
differently.
have been me. Okay. Yeah, because I was using the mic in these headphones instead of my mic right here. So
Yeah.
that might have been causing the echo.
Yeah. 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 Because you sound a lot more clear now.
Okay, that's what it was. It was me. Yeah, it was me.
And a BBL is stiff. Yeah, but and they gotta wear those things. And evidently those shapers are like $200-300 a piece for the cheaper
Mm.
ones. And you need to have one like at least three of them to change out of and wash. We sound better, Yaya?
Can you hear us, yeah?
That mic
Now we
off.
can't.
I, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can now.
Nan is gone.
It was me. It was me.
And it's still going on though, new.
Is it?
Let me cut my
Yep.
microphone off and see.
Yeah, and it's delayed too.
Hmm.
You know what? I heard you bouncing, Yaya. I hear my okay. Newbie, that's you, boo. Do you hear? What do you hear? Yeah, I hear me in your background, newbie.
Where is it coming from?
I don't know, boo. That's where you got earbuds on, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's odd. Cause when you mute, I don't hear me in your background.
Well, what in the name? Maybe let me drop and come back.
Uh
Y'all,
I guess God was
hope.
trying to stop me from telling that big bodacious lie.
oh.
I'm gonna go on mute so you can tell it.
Tell it, yeah, yeah, tell it.
Right. It's definitely someone with her sound.
Yeah, it's you, newbie boo. Okay. Luckily, I can
Oh, okay,
read
she gonna be
lips.
gone. Let me
Oh,
tell this big old lie.
go
No,
ahead, tell
I
that
had
big old
my
lie first. Oh shoot, wait a minute, she done dropped. Hold your
she
lie.
said
Hold
she
your lie. Hold your lie. I enjoyed you last night. I fell asleep. I finally passed out, but I was enjoying myself.
I
I said,
still hear it.
"Ooh, do you still hear it?"
Yep.
I don't hear it. I don't
Well,
hear
she
nothing.
keeps. I'm a.
Okay, can you hear it now? Or
I can hear it when I'm on mute. I can even hear it while I'm on mute. I don't know what it is.
really?
It might be just a bad stream. So let me get my lie out and get
All
back
right,
in the
I'm
chat.
mute.
I've had my BBL for 52 years. I got it when I was 8, and it still look natural. It don't stink. And if any of y'all want me to do yours, I'll do them for you for the low.
I'm on the back end laughing my ass off. Like, wait, 8? Wait, what?
I got my BBL for my 8th birthday present. So yeah, and
And she offering to do them for us.
yeah, girl, cause I've had it for so long.
Hey, Linda, my mind sis. Welcome to Tipsy TT Tales and Tips. That's how newbie say it. I trip all
I
over it.
know, sounding like she on the radio station.
Child.
It's
Y'all
BJ,
know I'm extra. Y'all know I'm
and
extra.
that's what we love about you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
How is my sound now? Is that better?
No, but I'm getting ready to drop down so I can be in the chat and cut up in the chat.
You sound
Let's
better. You
see.
sound perfect.
No, I
Okay.
still hear it, so it's me some
Uh,
kind of way. I don't know. They told me to get my ass down, so I'm gone.
yeah.
See,
Love y'all.
Love
love
you
you too.
too,
Thanks for
boo.
coming. Yeah, see, I'm extra and Yaya is the drama. I don't know if she know it, but she is the drama child. It follow her around like damn a shadow. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With a BBL at 8 years old. I'd like to see that surgeon.
He going to jail.
He going straight to
JEL.
jail. It's what I do wonder though. If she's experienced, but you know, I would never ask her. Hey, have you experienced your butt smelling or anything? I mean,
Right.
they said that would just be nasty and rude. So I would never ever ask. But that is something I would love to hear from people who actually had it.
Right.
Um, but hell, I got too much in my back and already to add anything to it. So I'm already dragging the wagon.
So how do little skinny girls get BBLs then? Where they get the fat from?
They get it off their waist. I mean, literally, they take it from their waist and they make these
Mm,
big old butts, but they don't match their legs, their thighs, because they have smaller thighs. And this is
right.
what if Lil Kim, um, even Cardi B, and Cardi B had butt. So I don't even
Oh,
understand. But Queen 88 now, she has, and I don't want to get it wrong. I know she had some shots, but I don't know if it was fat or what. But see, the fat, I mean, that tissue can still die. And so I don't know how the smell comes, but I think that they were trying to say it's from the waist trainers, and because it's still squeeze and everything. I mean, these be some waist, teeny tiny waist, big behind, like
so how long do they have to wear the waist trainer after the procedure?
almost a year, up to
Oh
a
my goodness.
year. Yeah, because you
Mm-mm.
training your waist to be that small. It's almost like back in the, I guess, Chinese or different cultures. The black
Mm-hmm.
African, we used to put the rings around the neck that would make the neck stretch
Mm-hmm.
out. And they used to bind the feet in China.
Right. Right.
So that's it is like that. So they're literally binding their waist, and
Mm.
then they have these itty bitty waist and these big old booties that shake funny. And then they got small thighs, and the thighs can't hold it. There was a few stars that had it and had to have it taken out, had to have some of that stuff taken out.
And that is another. How do you remove the fat? How do they get it out of there?
They go back in and they suck some of the fat out. I mean, once you start
That sounds
changing the
painful.
structure, yeah, it is. It's got to be painful. I mean, hell, my fat dropped naturally, and the one thing that I after I lost all that weight and I had They said as soon as you lose 100 pounds, you can get your breast reduction and the tummy tuck. That's what I did. And yep, they had drains, but I had never had boobs that actually sat up and look. What, Red? Listen now, listen, Red. They sat up. They called it the happy surgery. It was the best thing. Now, only thing left to do is my arms, because they look like Star Jones arms. What's her name? Wow. Star Jones. Yeah, but I figured like this. Even if I got my arms done tomorrow and they didn't consider it plastic surgery, Playboy still won't gonna call me in for my shoot. So no need to go through that pain if I won't gonna get paid for it on the back end, literally on my back end or off my back end. So they got to go in, and sometimes it mixes with their own fluids, and the blood vessels in the back get messed up because of the compression of the fat back there. Because you got to remember, gravity's still pulling on everything.
Yeah.
So everything's still getting kind of crushed at the bottom, and you don't have the elasticity of the skin, because once the skin is stretched out, it's stretched out. So so then they got to get like a backward. I don't even understand if you got to go that far, but if you see Queen 88 winning every dance contest, so I'm sure she'd have made up whatever she spent on her ass back 50 times over. And it's fun. I like watching Queen 88 because she can literally make each cheek move by itself, and I'm just literally fascinated by it. I'm literally staring. I know she's like, I'm not gay. I'm like, me, I just want to look. It's just amazing to me. But, and now this goes back in, she won a dance challenge the other night. And Uppity came in second.
Where did the where did the dance challenge? Okay.
Yeah, because Miss Pizarro didn't want anybody striking her channel. So TMO said, I'll have it on my channel. And she did, I don't know if it got to, it had to get to the completion because they got winners. It was Honest Row won third place after Uppity. Uppity was busting out of her clothes, is what I heard. 88's a professional. Is
it still up?
No, TMO got mad and said she didn't get in that one Cash App. She won't putting shit back up. And she got to go edit it and all this stuff. And she didn't even get a Cash App. So when she told us that in YouTube Camera's chat, YouTube Camera was like, "Yeah, everybody send her a little bit." So I sent her a few dollars, and I hope other people did as well. But I still don't think she's gonna put it back up. And if she don't. I ain't mad at her. But to go from 88 to Uppity in second place, and Trish even was a part of it. James was too.
Really?
Yes. So yeah, I know. I can read your mind.
Damn, Voodoo. How much she want for it?
I know, right? Voodoo, stop. I'm reading your mind. You ain't even got to be on mute. Because I see your eyes rolling. Stop it, Voodoo. Your eyes roll, my eyes roll. Everybody, Ronnie Q, I rolled. Everybody, I rolled. We was all like, what? Yeah, James did him a two-step. James can move now. James can move. He can get down now. If I ever get up to Pittsburgh, I want to go out with James to the club, to the gay club, and I wants to do a two-step with him. I'll probably trip over him, or he'll probably trip over me. One of the other
drag shows.
Yes, he's amazing to me. I love drag. I love drag. If I could do drag, I would do drag. I mean, but the makeup is so accentuated that drag makeup on women looks like clown makeup, but on a man, it's not always clown. But drag has changed a lot. I watch RuPaul faithfully, from the global to the regular one to the this country, that country. I watch RuPaul just faithfully. He is always on. As a matter of fact, I'm on ready to go to the third episode of the global ones. That,
Okay.
yes, I got Paramount just for RuPaul. I love
Hmm.
drag. I think RuPaul looks amazing. I mean they just it's magic, right?
Hmm.
Voodoo. That's my favorite show too. It's magic. I just want to be
I
in
haven't
there.
watched it in a long time, but I used to
What?
love it. Was these little comedy like skits. They would dress
Yes.
up as it had an I forget what that was called, that segment, but I can binge watch those to this day on YouTube. You know they on YouTube.
Yes.
Man, them things used
Absolutely.
to be so freaking funny to me.
Yes. Well, RuPaul is always putting out new albums and new songs. I like the song Step Your Pussy Up.
Oh,
I mean, I love it. RuPaul is so tall and statuesque
and
that,
can't nobody what the young girls call the lace front bust downs. Can't
oh,
nobody do
yes,
a bust. Can't nobody touch
baby.
RuPaul's bust
Ever.
downs, baby.
That hair is gorgeous, always gorgeous. And even when he's wearing his regular suits and all, he looks amazing.
Yep,
He looks absolutely amazing.
yep.
And so I live for drag. I be telling James, when you do look, when you go do one of your shows, I'm gonna be there. I'm finna be there. I'm gonna be right up on the couch. Look, he ain't even got to have a bedroom for me. Really, Voodoo Badu is now that's a absolute perfect stage and drag name. Absolutely
Yep.
perfect. Voodoo Badu. I mean, because some of the names they be having, you'd be like, why? Why? I love Miss Vanjie though. Miss Vanjie. Love me, Miss
Well,
Vanjie.
I'm going to find my card when we had the male fashion contest and Voodoo was going to
Oh,
be in it, but then things didn't work out and he wasn't able. But his
what up,
bringing him up,
Noble?
his what do you call
Mm-hmm.
it when you bring somebody on stage? His
Right.
was I played with that name. His was my favorite one. I was so mad that I didn't get to do it. I'm gonna find it just so
Yeah.
I could read it to him because he had the coldest one and I didn't get to do it. But
Voodoo's
yeah, his was
very
good.
talented. See, that's what people don't realize about Voodoo. He's worldly. He's worldly. He's been to different countries and grew up in Germany, right? Am I right, Voodoo? I'll never forget. Voodoo's very worldly, and he's just got that thing about him. Him, Jay. It's all this thing. I would love to do a drag show because it would be amazing. And no, Voodoo, thank you. I live for Voodoo when he do his thing. Voodoo, man, Voodoo, I don't care how mad you ever get at me. I love you. I just Voodoo's amazing. Voodoo has always been amazing. And I know that if I could be the mother to a whole bunch of young men, because my son used to dress in a feminine attire most of the time, and then he decided he didn't want to do the nails and no, I
Okay.
ain't doing no hair ready red. No, I've done enough hair over the years. You did grow up in Germany. See, I knew that he's worldly with it, and you can tell in his vernacular and his mannerism. He's amazing. He's amazing. So I can't wait for James when he told me next time he goes and does a show, he was gonna let me know when, because I'm definitely gonna try. If I'm a drive to Pittsburgh, I ain't got but 60,000 miles on that truck. So and now I decided not to go to Texas yet because
Okay.
I want to make sure. I don't think my mom would. No, I don't want to be loud. I don't think she would survive me moving her to that far away. So I will just. It ain't going nowhere. Little last I heard, is Texas been there for years.
It's been
So
there for a little minute now.
they'll be there for a little minute. So, but yeah, my son he used to get his nails done, and he used to, I mean, and that was until he found himself, how he wants to be. And so I love my son absolutely. And I think he gets to bring out his feminine energy when he does the different fashion shows and things like that.
Okay.
So I'm here for it. I am here all the way for it. You know, I love my baby. I was
I
his
saw it.
biggest fan. Noble, you been on till all night. Noble, bring your happy ass up here. Bring yourself up here. Hey, Lovejoy. How you doing, baby? You feeling better? I hope you are feeling better. I am off
Thank
tomorrow.
God.
So I'm calling everybody tomorrow. All the calls I done missed all weekend long because I've been working like crazy. I'm calling everybody. Y'all gonna be like, what do you want? I'm off. What you doing?
Hmm.
Oh, Lovejoy. Lovejoy, you scared me to death the other night. You scared me like crazy. Okay, because when I read your message, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And I thought that I didn't know that you meant your godmom. I read mother and you didn't know. I freaked out and I called you at 1 in the morning. You was probably like, why is she calling me at 1 in the morning knowing I got to go to work? You scared me. I was literally, there she come. I was literally getting ready to call and get the address because I was finna be on my way. Jesus.
Hey,
Hey,
official Lovejoy.
Judy, how are
Hey,
you?
Girl,
good.
you scared me.
Hey,
Please,
Lolo.
I can't take them. My nerves can't take it now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, but yeah, they say
Oh,
death come in threes.
yeah, yeah,
And I lost my uncle last Friday. We buried him. And
yeah.
next Friday, I'm burying my godmother.
Hmm.
And so, yes, it's been a trying time for me, but I'm sticking in it.
Yeah,
Every day is a good day for me. That's how I
right.
look at it. I'm not letting anybody steal my joy, the little bit that I have left. And
Absolutely.
I am taking care of my mom. That's my pride and
Yes.
joy. And that's my main focus right now. So,
As it should be.
That's exactly what I was thinking, as it should be.
but I had to tune into the TTTTTTs
To the
because
two pair of
I
titties. To the two
look.
pair of TTs.
I had to tune in because I needed me a drink. And I said, let me get me a drink and go have a little bit of laugh. I just
N-
got out of the shower and I'm glad you guys was on because I don't want to hear all the hollering and screaming and the
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
cussing and fussing. I'm not all about that.
yeah. It was
I
a
just
lot.
wanted to, I just wanted to tune in for a little bit and see what you guys were talking about.
Some
Newbie,
of
you doing fabulous as
everything.
always.
Doesn't she? And
Thank you.
my daggone camera is acting up. I'm gonna get me a new camera. I'm sick of that old regular camera. I'm gonna get me a new camera. But I am glad that you came up here and that I saw you because I got so freaked out. And it's one something in the morning. And then when I looked and I said, Jesus, it's one something in the morning. She ain't gonna answer the phone. And if she does, she gonna cuss me out. So that's why I sent a message like, I'm sorry, I'll call you tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was my godmother.
Oh, God bless her.
She has been my godmother since the age of 3 years old,
Wow.
and her and my mom was very close friends. And she lived to see 82.
Wow.
Yep, yep. She lived to see 82. She was in a car
That's a blessing.
accident, was
Oh,
flipped over four,
God.
four times,
Oh, my God. God
and
bless
she
her.
battled with breast cancer, and
Mm.
that's pretty much what took her out was the breast cancer.
Mm.
Wow. God
Yeah.
bless her.
uh, But that's nor here or there. Um, I'm just glad to catch you guys live. I haven't been on too much. I hop
Yeah.
in and hop out, and taking care of my mom and making sure
Right.
that her first thing is to eat.
Yes.
Um,
Mm.
she doesn't do that very well. So,
Hmm.
as I said last night, I wasn't going to take her no plate because I wasn't going to cook again, but I did.
I knew you was. Hey, ODS. Hey,
I did.
baby.
I took her a plate and we sat and chit chat for a little bit. And then I came home and I said, you know what? I'm gonna let me get on YouTube and see what's going on. Maybe I can have a drink with somebody. So
Do you get drink? I got a whole corner left. I got a whole corner, and ain't nothing like them daggone edibles. I ain't ever messing with them
see that
again.
movie. Well, you know,
Cheers, baby.
I got my Pinot Grigio.
Oh, you back on Pinot? All right.
Yeah,
That's my kind of girl.
I got
Okay.
my Pinot Grigio. I'm sipping.
Look, I'm not even putting it in the glass. It is literally a corner. I'm drinking it right out this bottle.
Oh
Ooh,
God.
not the fizzle.
I'm thug thizzling. I'm thug thizzling. Yes. Uh-huh.
Well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad I was able to catch you guys. I know for the past couple of Mondays, I wasn't able to catch you guys because I've just
Well,
been.
yeah. You've
But
been so
Understood.
busy. But
I'm
how
not.
are you doing, though? How are you doing?
Oh, you know, it's day by day. Some days I have my good days. Some days I have my days where I just wish my uncle was here because I was so close to him. I'm not gonna say I was his favorite niece, but I was.
Mm.
You know, I used to take him to the casino with me, and I would take him on shopping sprees with me just to get him out the house. And you know, especially when he was battling his colon cancer, I would just
Yeah,
take him places and just to say, "Come on, Uncle, we're gonna spend the day together." And you know, I miss those times.
that's
Um,
sweet.
and you know, I did a lot for him that his kids didn't even do for him. And so to know that, you know, I was able to spend those days and those times with him, it hit home. It hit
It's
real bad.
precious. Those are precious.
Yeah.
They will
Yes.
always be precious to you.
And, and like I told you, he was homeless, and my mom took him in when I was
Mm.
15 years old.
See how sweet that is. Mama
And
knew, not big newbie, but Mama Lovejoy is a sweetheart. I want to come do. Look, I'll come up there to do her hair if she
they've
wants.
been living together. They've been living together for 45 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know, and so that really, you know, took a toll on my mom because she was so close to her brother. Even though she has
Mm.
another sister that's living, she's not even close to that sister, and
Oh
that
man,
that close, you know. But I don't want to derail the commentary for what you guys
You're not
are talking about.
that's
derailing
all
a
right.
thing. You're not derailing a thing. It is open commentary. You talk about what your heart leads you to talk about.
Absolutely, because it's important. Because now, my fear, and this is the biggest fear that I have, and I'm always up checking in and just peeping in and checking on her. Just I just need to lay eyes on her to see, because I know that eventually, and it could be very well be me first, but
Right.
Mm.
it's that fear that I live with all the time. And even when I go up to get a coffee or whatever, I'm nervous, like, okay, let's get this going, got to get back and make sure, and I'm always scared, because see, my sister ain't gonna know anything about it until she hears. My brother's
Mm.
not until he hears, because they choose not to involve themselves. And it keeps my anxiety at a pitch that I'm constantly making sure that them same anxiety pills that I didn't take in Vegas, or I take
Mm.
them when I'm home. I take them when I am home, because my nervousness is just that, because we're so close, and I know how close you are with your mom. So
Yeah.
tomorrow, when I'm off, I do plan on getting us both up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color her hair for her, do something special, silk press it and all that stuff, and just make sure that she's, happy. I want to change her room around, but she's got the smaller room. So, but I think what I'm gonna do is, if we don't move to Texas next year, then I'm just going to refurnish the house and just get a
Yeah.
whole house full of new furniture
Okay.
here, and just
One of
do
the
that.
things, one of the things that I really want to do with my mom, and I got to get her in that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
Now that my uncle is no longer here, I really, really, really want her to move to North Carolina. I have the house, I have the space. The house is paid for, it's been renovated. She knows she has a room there when we travel there. She knows her room. And so I really want her to try to get in the mindset of just us just picking up and moving to North Carolina. But
Would you
she's
move
not,
to North
she's not,
Carolina and leave
no,
up
she's,
there?
she's not there. She's not there. My mother,
Mm.
she loves city living.
Okay.
And I do too. You know,
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. I mean,
Oh
being
yeah,
in
you city
Washington,
living.
D.C. for so many years, that's all that she knows is city living.
Right.
And, she liked to go to North Carolina for maybe a week or two, and then she ready to come back home.
Because she
And that's
bored.
Mm.
pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all I can get out of her. But I told her, I said, well, Uncle, my uncle is not here anymore. He's gone.
Yeah.
It's just me and her. And I said, I'm retired. You're retired. The house in North Carolina is a 5-bedroom house, three
That's
and a half
nice.
bathrooms. It's paid for. We just put a brand new deck on it. We just put a brand new roof on the house. Um,
Is my future husband still living there?
yep. My cousin, yes, he's still there working a nerve.
Look, she won't give me her cousin. I've been trying for months. It's just not
Well,
happening.
you can't have him yet, not yet.
Okay, that's you gonna wait till he get old and them booty cheeks sag. Now that is just a third.
But I
That's just
told her, my uncle left me the house and then I renovated the house to make a long story short. And then, so now the house is done. It's finished. It's renovated. My mom has been there several times. She has her own room. She knows that, but it's just, she likes the city living. She don't like that country life. She doesn't like to depend on nobody to take her anywhere. And see, living in Washington, D.C., she can get around with the metro, she can get around with the Uber, she can get around with the subway. She knows her way around this because this is what she's
yeah,
was raised in and brought up in. And so taking her out of her comfort zone is not a thing. But for me, I don't care. I
yeah.
can go either way, So yeah, it's different for her, but I'll
That's
talk to her.
why. Yeah, that's why I kind of gave up on Texas
Yeah,
because I didn't want
Yeah.
to do anything too jarring for her, and I felt like I can't just put her on the flight. Me go there first, get everything ready, and then put her on the flight. Um, because I would want to be on that flight with her.
right,
And I don't know if her health will do it, but I'm going to check in with her doctor Thursday. I'm going to go in there and sit down with them and see what they say. But then when it comes to it, I still don't feel like I should move her and jar her like that.
right. Yeah. Well, see, your mom is better than my mom because my mom's never flown ever in her life.
Oh.
Wow.
And when we went on our cruise, she took the train to Miami. She had to leave 3.5 days before us.
I was about to say that's one long ass train. I hate the train. It takes
Yeah.
forever. Every time it get to going good and it's slowing
But you
down
know
for some
what?
place that you ain't never heard of.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth. Taking a
Mhm.
train ride is very peaceful and serene,
Really?
and it's comfortable, and you get a mindset of just relaxation. And
Mm.
I love the train. Trust me, I love the train. When I go to North Carolina, just to my house there, I take the train
Okay.
because
I haven't
for
been on a train in years.
because for me to fly to North Carolina, I have to get off in Raleigh and then I have to drive 45 minutes from the airport. why not get off at the train station where my house is and just
Yeah.
have somebody pick me up and only go 5 minutes?
Yeah,
My
that makes
house is
sense.
literally 5 minutes from the train station.
Yeah, that
And
makes
see,
sense.
y'all
So
know me. I'm a road runner. If I can drive to it, if I could drive to Africa, I would.
I
I
would love
I
to
like
see
to
that.
drive.
I'd
Yeah.
love to see that drive.
but yeah, my
I
mom,
just
she doesn't my mom doesn't fly. And when we went on the cruise 4.5 years ago, she took the train to Miami and she had to leave 3.5 days before we got on the cruise.
That's a
And
long
she was
time.
okay with that. And then going back, she did that 2 day train ride going back home. And I was like, no. If I can do a train trip for less than 5 hours, I'm good. I can do it.
Mhm.
But anything over 5 hours, no, thank you.
That's a
Mm-mm.
long time to be sitting there. That's my problem.
It
I
is a
want to
long
get there.
time.
Yeah, I want to get there. Like I need to be there as soon as possible. This is why I was thinking driving to Texas is probably going to be the longest trip in the entire world for me if I'm going to drive. Hey, it's a Capricorn thing. How you
Well,
doing, boo?
have you
how
ever
you
thought about
doing?
putting your mom on a train?
No, and it's because I'm scared of that time. It's
She
like
can
I
get a
feel like it's
sleeper
a
car.
timer.
She can
Mm-hmm.
get
But
a sleeper car all to herself. She don't have to worry about anything. You just let the conductors know that she's a senior citizen. She may need to be checked on once or twice or
mhm.
3 times. Let her know when her meals are, and then that's it. And they will watch after her.
That makes me
That's
so
the best thing.
nervous.
That's the best thing. If you don't want to put her on a plane, then put her on a sleeper car, on an Amtrak sleeper car.
Yeah.
I've done the sleeper car from here to Atlanta. That's only 14 hours.
Hmm.
And I have a problem with it. Well,
Well,
you know.
I'll put that out to her doctors and see because I'm so scared that I'm gonna get her out there and something will happen and
Mm,
then now all 5 kids got to get to Texas or I
mm,
got to get her back here
mm,
and it freaks me out that I need my
mm.
anxiety pills at this point
But you
because
know
I'm so
what?
freaked out. Hmm.
Why don't you guys do this together? Why don't you guys go on the train together just for a first one-time trip? And then when you get to Texas, just rent a car and do whatever business that you have to do once you get there.
But then we had to get back. Or do I leave her there?
Mm.
I
or
mean,
yeah, or do you live for there?
yeah, because I'm not really talking to Chris like that no more.
Oh,
Um,
well, no,
mm,
I
mm,
didn't know because we haven't talked. But
yeah, that's true. I just, yeah, that same grilling you put him through, I kind of put him back through it in my mind, and I was like, I don't know.
well,
Um,
you know what? At the end of the day, everybody is not meant for everybody. You go through trials and tribulations, and sometimes things happen maybe for a reason or a season. You know,
absolutely. I
you
ain't
never
mad
know.
at it. Yep,
So
I ain't mad at it at
things
all.
happen. But at the end of the day, you have to figure it out. But your mom comes first. And so
Yeah,
try different things with her. Do the train ride with her just to go out there and figure things out. And then you guys come back on the train. And then once you come back,
figure
sit down
out how to
and
get
talk to
back.
her about how does
Yeah,
she like Texas? What does she think about Texas? How does she like the train ride?
yeah,
Is this something that she really want to do? That's a conversation that you guys need to have once you come back.
right.
And because she did that train ride, she might like the train ride,
She might just.
And then when you really think about moving, you go ahead and drive and put her on the train,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, because I'll feel better about it. What worries me is
Exactly.
those blood clots that she used to have. That's what
Right.
worries me.
It's something that you guys need to experience together first.
Right.
Right.
and then
And
think
maybe
about
even a shorter trip, a trial run somewhere.
yeah, yeah, something
Yeah.
shorter than Texas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You
that's
know,
a 20-hour drive. And I had planned on stopping in New Orleans to visit with Ken and his wife.
right?
And for a night, and then to go ahead and drive. But I was going to take my time, and I knew my cousin won't mind, but I was going to take my time and have the furniture delivered right after I get there, and get everything straight. And my cousin was going to put her on the airplane. And then it worried me, 30,000 feet up in the air, but she had blood
Yeah.
clots in her legs and in her heart at one point. And it's like, so I'm like, I need, if she going to go on the plane, I need to be with her for them 5 hours.
Mm.
Um,
Make
or so.
sure, make
Hmm.
sure if you gonna put her on a plane and she has dealing with blood clots, get her some compression socks from
Yeah.
Amazon
Yes.
because
Mm-hmm.
She
I wear
actually got to
them.
get, yeah, but see, she needs them even worse than that, because she don't
Mm,
get like swollen like us and we can put our legs up for a
mm.
couple days. Hers, she's got the fluid all the way up to her hips.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Yeah, it's lymphedema now versus
Mm.
edema.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, so she can walk around on the train. Oh, thank you, Jada. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she can walk around on the train, get that circulation moving. She can
Okay.
go from one car to the next car. She can go to the dining car. She can
Mm.
sit in on the observation deck. You don't have to be confined to your if you get
The sleeper car and stuff,
cabin.
right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
Right.
sleeper car. You don't have to be confined to the sleeper car. You can always walk around. I know that's what I did when I went to Miami because that was a 22-hour train ride from
Shoot.
Mm.
DC to Miami, and I got the sleeper car and I got up and walked around. And then they make frequent stops and they can tell you can get off and get you a fresh air break. And I would get off and smoke me a cigarette, and I mean,
Oh no, that's right. You can't smoke on the damn train. I'm not
yeah,
staying on the
but
train.
you can get off and you can get off. They'll tell you where your smoke breaks are. And you can get off and do your little smoke break and stuff like that and walk around and get your blood
Thank you,
flowing.
Jay Dunn. I ain't know all of that.
In the
Restaurants and
restaurant,
bars.
yeah, they have full car service. Now here's the good thing about it. If you get
Uh-huh.
a sleeper car, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is included in your sleeper car.
Oh,
Hmm.
So you can
that
either have it delivered to your cabin, or you can go to the dining car and sit down at a table, but you might be sitting with other people,
that
especially
wouldn't bother me none.
home. But other than that, yeah. I mean, it's a good. I experienced it and I love it.
Now, but now
Okay.
she's got, she's dealing with dementia. And I'd be worried leaving her by herself on the thing. So
The
riding
crew,
with her.
once you fill out that crew cabin card,
Hmm.
because she's a senior of a certain age and you put all that information down, they will look after her. Trust and
Okay.
believe. They will not let anything happen to her because you filled out that card to let them know what her situation is. And they'll look after her. You don't have
Okay.
to worry about anything.
That's good, because my nerves would be a hot mess. I
Yeah.
would I couldn't. I don't like to leave to go to Dunkin' Donuts and leave her here for too long. It would make me. Y'all, I'm gonna be on drugs by the end of this whole thing. Um,
I rebuke that.
yeah, not them kind of drugs, but I'm talking about more of my anxiety. My anxiety has been. I've always dealt with it, but as she's gotten older, it's become more pronounced because I'm always worried about her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It went from having to worry about the kids to now worried about my sixth child.
Yep.
Right.
And
But
so,
I think you and your mom both need to try Amtrak. Do a
yeah,
short trip, maybe just a 4-hour trip or a 5-hour trip, just to get her acclimated
yeah,
situation and get you acclimated with that situation, so you know what you're up against when you're putting her on that train by herself.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's a good
But I
idea.
love it. I love Amtrak. You know, I said I wasn't going to fly until 4 years when that man get out of office. I think I'll fly after that.
Girl,
Wait.
listen,
He ain't flying the plane. What?
I don't give a damn well if he flying a plane or not. I think he got something to do with them planes going down. But that's just my prerogative.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But at the end of the day, it is what it
Hey,
is.
DC.
Good. Hey y'all. Good evening. Hey, Lovejoy. What's up, Lolo?
Hey,
What's up,
Shay
Nunu?
Boo.
What's up, Nunu? And
TT,
What's
to the
can
going
chat.
I
on?
say something to you real quick?
What'd you say?
I want to say something to you real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but my old name used to be Lady of the Hour.
Mm.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say.
Not a. Mm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, okay. I wanted to put that out
Yes.
there.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that revelation, that epiphany, all of that, right?
Right.
Wow.
He
Hmm.
had told me to tell you hi when I talk to you again.
Oh, I tell her I said blessings to her, and I'm proud. I'm proud.
I will definitely let her know.
But listen, y'all are talking about my topic, and that's Amtrak. I love me some Amtrak. I'm
Me
gonna
too.
actually, I'm getting ready to change my career, and become an Amtrak or something. Um,
Not
I
something.
I started taking Amtrak down, to homecoming, right, Lolo,
Hmm.
and Noob can tell you. I mean, I love it. I love it. And so absolutely love Joy when you talked about, you could go to, you don't have to sit in your seat. You can walk around. Jay Dunn said you
Hmm.
can walk around and you can go into a particular area. They have it so they've upgraded so much that you can charge at your seat. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? All of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we have it got to the point where us A&T people, you know what we did, Lolo?
What y'all do?
It was homecoming, and guess what we did? We had a whole car to ourselves. And yo, we were singing all kind of songs and everything else, and this, that, and the other. And let me tell you, it is amazing. I mean, and you can actually, if you want to, they have it so that if you can get I don't want to say a cabin, but where you can sleep and
Oh
stretch
yeah, the
out.
sleeper cabin.
The sleepers, right? The
Hmm.
sleepers.
Hmm.
And you could travel from. I mean, oh, what's her name? Whoopi Goldberg talks about it all the time. Like
Does she?
she don't do flights too well, she says.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
so yeah, Lovejoy, I'm with it. I
I
would try
love,
it.
I
Just
love,
try it.
yeah, I love the sleeper cabins. I've done it so many times. I went to Chicago. When I'm
Okay.
when I'm saying long distance, I mean you're talking about 20, 22, 25, maybe 30-hour trips. I've
Wow.
done Chicago, I've done Miami, I've done Ohio, I've done Texas.
Mm.
I've done Atlanta. Um, I'm just thinking of places that, because I live in the DMV area and we're a hub, you know,
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
further out for me. So I've done the sleeper cars and they are fabulous. I did a train ride with 176 AKAs because I'm an AKA.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
We had a fabulous time.
You had a
And
exactly.
they took up actually two train cars.
I know
And
that's right.
it was
Now,
phenomenal. And that was actually my first long trip with the AKAs.
see.
But that
And
was like
in
5 years
that
ago.
DMV area, cause see, I had never seen trains like when as I'm going and we get right to Okay, so we get to Baltimore and then we go into DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then right in DC, okay, I think the next one is Arlington.
Mm-hmm.
And then the
Newport
next
News,
one,
right?
Fredericksburg,
That's
right?
right. Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg, and then I think it's Richmond. And
That's
and
correct.
those points, there's these types of trains. They have like they're upper and downer. So it's like you have the ones that's the regular level, but then they have like an upper level.
Oh,
And I
Well,
was
you
like
get
in the
the
DMV area, I was like, look
yeah,
at these trains.
you only get the upper level depending on how far out you're going. So you get the upper level if you're going past Raleigh, North Carolina,
okay.
because then you're going into the Keys. You're going into Miami, Florida. You're going that way. But a lot of times people don't get to see the upper level if they're not going past Raleigh. Now,
Okay.
if you're going the opposite direction from Raleigh going into DC, Newark, New Jersey, New York,
Hmm.
then you get that upper level.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So,
See.
yeah, so it all depends on which way you're going that you get that upper level. And
Wow.
I'm lucky I've been able to experience it all.
that
See, I,
sounds
I
like
I
fun.
I don't go south far enough, nor do I go north enough.
Right,
Uh,
right,
so I miss it, but I
right,
see it.
right.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and,
mm-hmm.
and, and we get off in DC, and I mean we get off at every stop. Well, let me just say this. Sometimes those conductors be like, we not okay, we're gonna stop, we're gonna pick up people, we get ready to go. They
Mhm,
gone, okay? They be like,
mhm,
we get, because they ready to truck on down that road, or not the road, but the train tracks, or whatever you
right,
want to call it.
right,
They ready to get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
like being a driver. You know how you be like, all right,
Mhm.
y'all, we gonna
Yeah,
stop here, go to the bathroom, but we not, you do
we
get your
ain't
little
staying.
puff in, but that's about it.
Right.
But yeah,
Yep. So
That's a long.
it all depends on which way you're going. You're going north, you're going east, you're going south, you're going west. You may get a
that's
different
right.
train. You may get a seller. A seller goes 130 miles an hour.
Oh my God.
Get you there in the snap of a finger. You won't even feel it.
You won't feel it.
So it all depends on where you're going. Um, and Amtrak will put you on that train. I've experienced it all within my years of working for the federal government and traveling a whole lot, 16 weeks out of the year. Sometimes it's fly, sometimes it's train, and a lot of times I chose the train because I can get work done. They have
That's true.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
You got the view out the window. You got the
Oh,
relaxation. If you do business class, you get to put your feet up. You get free cocktail. Well, not cocktails, but you get free drinks.
Mm.
mm-hmm.
You can always go to the dining car and get you some cocktails and get you some food and just relax and chill out and sit back and just enjoy the ride.
Now
And
that's something I have to learn how to do.
you
I have
have
not.
to learn how to just chill
Yeah,
out. And
I haven't
trust
learned how to
me,
do that yet. I haven't been
working
able to
with the
chill out.
federal government for 25 years, trust and believe, when
Hmm.
I get on the train,
Mm-hmm.
I lay back, honey, and I know how to enjoy myself and just relax. And I ain't got to worry about Karen and Linda and Barbara asking me for something. So yeah, been there, done that. But it's
And
a good
you folks in that DMV area, y'all are
yes,
spoiled.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and I love every second of it. You hear me? Yes, I do. Because I like to be tended to, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
Oh, now
ma'am.
I'm not
see
trying
there.
to. I'm not trying to pick up my own luggage. I ain't trying to. The guys would be like, "You want some help?" I certainly do.
Yes, ma'am. And they are
You're daggone right, because
they
I
are
ain't
very
breaking my
courteous.
body down. No, ma'am.
They are very courteous.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes, they are. I
yeah.
Come
must
on,
say.
Nova. Let's go somewhere. We need to learn how to travel.
Go,
I'm
I'm telling
telling
you,
you,
you'll love it. You will love it, Lolo.
you, you,
And you know what is really interesting, because I think that there's a business, and everything that I do, I look at a business in it, right?
Hmm.
And some folks and I were talking about it, and I mean, and I don't even care if somebody even takes it. But here's the thing, and I, white folks been doing it for years, forever and ever. And
Right.
certain black folks, I mean, you folks in that DMV, y'all do it because that the government officials, y'all know how to be treated, you see. And what I've noticed is that there's a need for like personal assistance. As our elders get older, we need a personal assistant. Sometimes even people who have children have a
Yeah.
personal assistant, as like what do you call it, chaperone, like a and they chaperone the children from, like, especially up in the north to Florida, up in the north down to the south, up in the
Oh.
north down to Texas, up in the, you know what I'm saying. And
Hmm.
so there's a business in that, and they have people who do this. Now it's best, of course, I think, to do it through a home health agency, or someone,
Yeah.
of course, someone in your family, or even somebody that you just trust, whatever. But the bottom line is that it's a business to it, and you get an opportunity to have a chauffeur. You and your mom go, and you take this person with you, and you can be in a certain business class, like Lovejoy said, and
Yeah.
y'all can have your own little area. And trust me, and usually when I go down, especially to my homecoming, the conductor will be like, "You want to sit over there? Because there's not too many people over there." And I'm like, I'm with it. Like, yeah, what's up? You know,
Nova, you
I,
silly. Stop talking about
oh
bring my
yeah,
swinging asshole.
you
I'm
know that's
scared to get on
right.
the boat, but that sounds like
And
a good idea.
but it's a need for it, because people want to travel,
Yeah.
and people who they're responsible for want to also travel.
Right.
And I will say it's less taxing than going on a train will be less taxing than going on what do you call it, in the airport.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Um, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I do like good coffee. And I'm not gonna lie. And truth, girl, Amtrak has the best coffee
You right.
I've ever tasted.
You
Really?
right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yes, she's right.
they have the best. It's freshly brewed and it smells throughout the cabin. And girl,
Mm.
Yes.
that coffee tastes so good.
Mm.
And
It
they have
tastes so
and I'm
good.
a coffee connoisseur, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that
I
coffee
love
tastes
the
so good.
coffee.
And the food that they have on there, okay, yes, some of it's microwave, some of it you gotta heat up, but it's fresh.
Mm.
Right.
All of their food is fresh. You get sandwiches, you can
Hmm.
get hot dogs, hamburgers, cold cuts, cheese and
Cheese
crackers,
wraps, and yep.
wraps, and you can get
Hmm.
a lot of different varieties, cookies, cakes, chips, sodas,
Hmm.
all this kind of stuff. You can get a variety of stuff on Amtrak that you can't get on a plane.
I may not be able to get the women off the train. Now,
That's
y'all,
right.
I'm
Yes.
telling you, you know,
it's
and
gonna be
you
a
get
fight.
you get cocktails. You can get cocktails. You can get wine. You can get
Yes,
beer.
you
You
can
can get,
tell it.
you can get drinks. You can get Jim Beam, vodka, soda.
Listen.
You can
Hmm.
get. Let me tell you, when I go to North Carolina, by the time I get on the train in D.C., by the time I get to Smithfield, North Carolina, I'm 2 sheets under the wind.
Oh,
Ooh,
now see there. Now
see there.
y'all know I don't know how to drink, right? I don't know how. Let's go, Nova. Let's get out. Let's
I'm
go.
telling you, you can get a train ride, a 5, 6 hour train ride. You can get you something to eat, get you 2 cocktails. By the time you get to your destination, you straight.
That's right.
Or sleep.
Yeah,
Right.
that too. Wake up though, because don't miss your stop.
Oh,
No,
they ain't gonna let you miss your stop now.
oh,
They
you
gonna
gotta
come
pay for
by.
that. You gotta pay.
They
You
gonna
get
come by and
your
tap you
money.
on
Get
your
you.
shoulder
Oh
and
yeah,
be
That's
like,
yeah.
right.
"Okay, Miss Thompson, you next. You next, Miss Barbara. You next, Miss Smith. You next, Miss Jordan." They
Yep.
not gonna let you miss your stop now. They not gonna do that. But at the
Happy life.
You might can't hear him because everybody was on mute when you put it up.
Yeah, everybody on mute.
Happy life, you've been messing around all day. You got
Lolo,
everybody kicked out the Discord.
Lolo, Beans was on your ass, Lolo.
What
You
the
were like,
hell did I do to her again?
I don't know. You trusted I guess you trusted Jay Dunn as
I,
your friend or something like that. And
Jay
you
Dunn
got
has been a friend for years. We go back and forth and fuss and fight, but she's been a friend for years. So what Beans got this? I'm not even going there.
Beans for
Well,
real.
let me just say we were just in a conversation right quick, but I
Yeah,
just wanted to say before y'all get to that, and I'll go down. That yeah, if you can, look and see if just try it like Lovejoy said, just try it like a couple of hours, 2-3 hours,
right.
going back and forth, and then check it out and see see what's what.
yeah,
I think
Y'all,
you'll
That sound
enjoy it.
like a good
look
idea.
at the teeth. Don't go nowhere. Look at the back chat.
Let me
Okay,
see.
okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
All right, got you.
yeah.
Um, well,
Okay. Okay.
what I think, it has been an hour and a half, and we've had a long day, so we are gonna have to close it on down for a while. Um,
All right.
as much fun as we have, we can't do no 6 hours a night.
Oh
So
no. Oh,
yeah, so let us
Y'all
reconvene.
really
Happy you always bringing something now.
and
So
I just want to say, everybody, there's certain states tomorrow that will be voting. It's election time. It's the
that's
primaries.
right.
Pennsylvania's one. I'm not sure about the other states. They come out 8 or 9 other states that have primaries. Please go out and vote. Especially judges and all are major. They definitely affect our community. DAs, attorney generals, all that stuff. Get out and vote. All right.
That sounds
Anyway,
like a good idea.
and
Absolutely.
I'll definitely end on that. It's been real. Thank you, newbie. Appreciate you and all of that. And I thank you, Lovejoy and Miss Hour, Lady of the Hour. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and all right, yo, Lolo. I want to hear about. I want to see you on Amtrak next
Yeah,
time. Okay.
yeah. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it because it's been a while, but I think I'm gonna do it. Get mama. Maybe I'll take her up. I wasn't even thinking Myrtle Beach might be good for her, but let's go. I'm gonna take up. Let's go see Noble up there in Detroit. Let's go see Noble. Do we gotta see Vic? Do I gotta see
absolutely not.
Vic?
No.
That will be absolutely awesome, especially the Belle Isle up there in the Detroit area, and you can see Canada and on one side, and then Detroit
Yes.
on
I
the
had a
other.
customer that told me where she was. She was like, "I'm looking at Canada right now." I was like, "For real?"
Absolutely, right there,
I
Detroit.
was, I
And then
was
go, and
just,
then take her. You know what? Take her to
uh,
Hitsville, USA, and
oh,
and do a tour. She will, because and that will, if I heard you say the D word, dementia. So
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what? She will remember all of those pictures. She will remember that. Take her there.
yeah. That sounds like a
Hitsville,
good idea.
Exactly. It is nothing like experiencing it up close and up front, and where those people stood and in the studios that they made their music is totally different. We've all seen them in concerts and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm telling you, the Hitsville, USA is absolutely the most amazing place that I have ever been.
I
I
think she'll like
enjoyed it.
that. Now the
Yes.
question is, will she remember it afterwards?
You
Because
know
she,
what? It don't matter. That's not for you. That's not
that's
for
true.
you.
That
That's
is true.
This is for
Yeah.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Cause,
anyway, a happy
yes.
life. Have a good one. And everybody, talk to you later. I'm gonna drop
All
down.
right, my love.
All
All
right,
right.
TiTi.
All right now.
Happy
Peace.
life. What's up, Happy Life?
Lolo, you gotta take her to Hawaii or something like that.
Oh, that's too much for her.
Too long of
That's
a
too
trip.
much. That's
Well,
too much.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop down
Yeah.
and
Because,
talk to you guys later.
all right, love. I will hit you up tomorrow while
Okay.
I'm hanging out and getting mama all together. And newbie, thank you, boo. We're gonna close it on out and we'll get hey Mr. Carruthers. Oh, don't worry. Catch the replay and we're gonna get back together again next Monday. Newbie, I love you. If you need me, hit me up, boo. I see everybody later. Hey Lynette. We'll see y'all catch the red ball. Make sure y'all give Newbie her love and a click and a happy like and all of that. And we shall no, don't worry, we'll reconvene. We shall reconvene next week and all. But we gonna bounce. I'll see y'all later.